everyone. I hope everyone is doing well, and while I'm waiting, let me post to Instagram so people know, and I hope you guys enjoy this lovely little light show I got going on until I get this post put up. And if I'm quiet, I am still here. Hey Sylvia, how are you? I didn't even post the Instagram yet. You are on it. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for even showing up. I really appreciate that. What movie are you going to see if you don't mind me asking? Oh, I'm okay. I'm not feeling 100% good tonight, but I didn't want to let I didn't want to let anyone down, and I don't like breaking promises if I possibly can. So as long as I'm still living, I'm gonna show up. So, oh, I've heard some good things about that movie, but I've heard some mixed feelings too, but then again, I don't know. You know how it is. Sometimes people like it, sometimes they don't. Hey Chaz, how are you? I hope y'all like my little light show I have going on while I was waiting for people to come in. Oh, okay. So you hopefully you'll love the movie then. I'm trying to remember. Did I see any? Probably not. No, probably not. I can't. Honestly, I can't remember. Oh, what did I just do? I have no idea what I just did, but I just did something. Let me make sure I posted it to the right account, cause me and my trigger fingers. Oh, I'm sorry, Jazz. I probably should be right. Like I probably should be getting in the bed the way I feel, but I wasn't gonna let nothing stop me. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move? We're on the move. I think that's it. Oh, it's I found this actually in storage. I've had this for a while. I got it from I think I got it and my mom get it for me. It was from Dollar Tree. I don't even know if they still sell them anymore at all. But it's just the base lights up, and then I don't know if you can see the little butterfly that sits on there, and like the bottom is kind of like flat, so you can actually just set it up. I said that I would just do a little mini light show while I was waiting for people to come in. Thank you guys who joined, and thank you so much, or girls, guys and girls who joined, and thank you so much for the thumbs up. I really, really appreciate that. That means the world to me. You mean the world to me. Okay, if I'm hurting anybody's ears, I apologize. I'm in a singing mood because I'm trying to lift up my spirits because I really don't feel well. But I was not gonna let my girls down. I wasn't gonna do that. Y'all know a song that I have in my head that I cannot get out. I've been on this Adele kick for the whole week. I know I should be listening to Christmas music, and I have been listening to Christmas music on Pandora, but for whatever reason, I cannot get Adele out of my system. I need her to come on with another album. Yep, If that's what you want to call it, Sylvia. Because like I told people, I can't really sing. I can carry a tune, and I know when I'm wrong, like my note is off. But I'm not perfect, and I will never claim to be. But I cannot get Adele's Someone Like You out of my head. God, it's stuck in my doggone head. I just can't get it out of my system. I just can't. I'm in a singing mood. So 9 times out of 10, when I start swatching, I'll probably 9 times out of 10 be singing during it. Because I promise you there's going to be a nail polish that reminds me of a song. And then I'll just start singing. And Sylvia, if you have to go and I miss you saying bye, you can just catch it after I come off live. So what we're doing tonight. Oh my gosh. Did y'all see the title of the video? Oh, why y'all ain't tell me I put a B in there and not an N? Oh, gracious. Why? And, oh. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Well, I'm going to enjoy you being here as long as I possibly can. I'm going to enjoy all y'all being here as long as I possibly can. But I'm trying. I hope to not make this too long. Probably a little bit under an hour if I can. But I didn't want to get started and then someone come in and they be like, what in the world is going on? Real quick, I'm just putting my stuff in the description. I heard that you settled down. Dog it, Adele. Your notes is too high for me. It won't let me be great. Okay. Thank you, Sylvia. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, so that's updated. So we're going to go ahead and get started because I figure everybody that want to be in the K Squad right now is in the K Squad. Y'all in the building. And I know it's late for some and some have children. Some don't have children. Some are off enjoying their holiday, well, upcoming holiday off. Some of y'all out there shopping and I commend y'all because it is not me right now. I'll just put it back up here. Okay, so what I did, because I promised to come back and swatch some of these Zoya polishes. I fell in love with this nail polish and I didn't want to take it off. So I'm going to show you guys how we DIY some swatches or swatch sticks. So when you don't have swatch sticks, let me show you what you do. Bat out. Bat out. Watch out now. Okay. This is what you do. And let me try to zoom in. Y'all know my camera it doesn't like, the phone never likes to be zoomed in. So if I just made anybody dizzy, I greatly apologize. There we go. So hopefully y'all can see that real well now. So when you don't have, swatch this and you got you some nail tips, this is what you do. You DIY some swatch sticks. I have swatch sticks somewhere around here and I have the little nail wheel, but I was like, bump that. We're gonna thug it. All right, so I got 10 polishes that I'm gonna swatch and just chit chat and talk about, whatever's on y'all heart and y'all mind. Try not to keep anybody too long. And I thank each and every one of you guys and gals that have showed up, and thank you for the thumbs up. Welcome to all of the new supporters that are here on the channel. Welcome to the K Squad. I really appreciate all of you guys joining. So tonight we're not doing any planning stuff, but we're doing nail stuff tonight. So if you have any recommendations, any ideas, anything that you want to see me do on nails at night, then you can use the hashtag or you can tag me, because it's going to be a hashtag NAN or N. I don't know if they'll let you do the @ symbol anymore, but I know they used to let you do that @ symbol. Enjoy your movie, Sylvia. So what we're going to do is we're going to swatch some Zoya polishes. So I already started with the first one that I was kind of concerned with, which was, or is, Darcy. I don't know if I said that in the last video, but this is Darcy, and she's a really nice yellow. This is just one coat. I actually started with her first, because I really wanted to see if she was going to be pigmented enough. But I'm kind of sort of on the fence. I'm kind of sort of on the fence about Darcy right now. I can say so far she's going to be pigmented with 2 coats. So this is the only one that I swatched because honestly, you guys, I was so tempted to just go ahead and put it on because it's super, super bright and it's really, really, really pretty. And there's a little bit of like silver shimmer to it. It is kind of sort of streaky, but it could just be my application. Yeah, that's so true, Chaz. I honestly thought it was going to be way too thin, but the pigmentation is really nice. I think it's my application because now I don't see any streaks in it. But that's with 2 coats. Let me come down here and make this a little perfect. Let me stop before I mess it up. But that's 2 coats of Darcy. And what I'll do too, I'll also make sure that I list the names of all the polishes that I got in the description box in case anybody wants to know which ones they are. And I'll list them in the order that I'm showing them. So Darcy is... Oh, yeah, yellows are really difficult. Some of them can be way too streaky or patchy, or they can be super thin, so you have to put them over white. And I wanted to see... I intentionally chose the clear tips because I felt like the clear would you be able to really see if the polish was way too sheer on its own. So kudos to Zoya and Darcy. Kudos to y'all. That's a pretty nice one. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to breeze through the rest of these and like swatch like one at a time and go back and do a second coat. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. All right, so the next one that I wanted to actually swatch and try to see if it will hold its own. This one is Evergreen. Now this one is the neon one. You know what? I just realized I forgot with my camera in the position it's in, everything is the opposite direction. So there we go. Now we got it right. So this is Evergreen. And so Evergreen, when I took it, like took the brush out, it looked really, really, really sheer. And, ooh, yeah. Evergreen is sheer. My whole thing is I should have put down a white base, but that doesn't tell you the true opacity of a polish. I like to test it out first and then determine if it needs a white base. So it might look a little bit streaky because of my application, but it is definitely sheer. So hopefully you can see how sheer it actually is. That's definitely probably going to need, we're going to say maybe 3 coats. But some nail polishes surprise you after you've done at least 1 coat. Alright, so the next one, this one is called August. And this one's kind of like that light concrete gray. And I'm hoping my instinct is right on this one, that this one will actually only need maybe 2 coats. Hey, Tony, Merry Christmas to you too. I hope you're well. Now, Tony, I got a question for you once I kind of get done. Because I remembered I need to check on you and see how everything is going with getting them nails right. Alright, so now we going to swatch August. And I'm hoping this is going to be a 2-coater. We're going to see. Ooh. Come on through, August. I feel you. I don't know. Me too. It's weird. Like, I love grays too. I think maybe about 50% of my wardrobe is grays or black. Oh, I understand, Tony. Have you been doing putting any cuticle oil on, doing any treatments or anything, just to kind of help them get back to their oomph? Oh, and let me show y'all something real quick about Evergreen. Evergreen dried down. Looks almost like it's going to be a matte or a demi matte. So if you like mattes, this is for you. I'm not a matte girl. I'm a glossy girl. Only thing I like matte is lipstick. Oh yeah, it is definitely. Oh, it's okay, Tony. It's the holidays, and this is like the busy time for a lot of people. So a lot of times you don't have the time to really focus on whether it be taking care of yourself or what's the other thing I was about to say something, but it's gone out of my head. It'll come back. Next one up is Low, and Low is a gorgeous, gorgeous pink. It's not really like neon. I feel like this might be a two-coater. Some of these probably can go for one coat, but I'm a two-coater. That's just how I do things. So let's see. Okay. It does look a little streaky on the end, but it could just be I might be pressing too hard on the brush. Okay. All right. So the streaks did level out. So that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good for one coat. So if you're a person that likes to maybe do one coat, get in out the house, this might be for you. Especially if you don't. There are some people who don't use base coats. I'm not that person. I use base coats. So this definitely might be one for you. That's pretty. This almost looks like a coral pink. Isn't it pretty? It is pretty. I'm gonna put I'll go back to it. Okay. So the next one is a duochrome. This one is called Key, which is KI. I'm calling it Key. I don't know any other way to pronounce KI other than saying the initials of KI. But it's a duochrome in my opinion because it's kind of like green, blue, and I see a little bit of purple and maybe a few hints of gold in here. But this one looks like it looks like it's sheer in the bottle, but I will say this, so far I've been pleasantly surprised with all of them except for Evergreen, because I kind of knew Evergreen was going to leave me hanging anyway. So let's try. Yep. Ooh, that's so sheer. Wow. See, I'm glad I chose the clear nail tip because you can really see how sheer that is. That is so sheer. But as I turn it, it does kind of sort of, I can see a little bit of, it almost looks like there's a little bit more purple pink to it. Maybe it's just me, and it could just be the camera too. I'm with you, Tony. I'm so with you because I think that's I'm not really liking the sheerness of the polish. That's just way too sheer. Way too sheer. That one, I got a feeling it's going to be 3 coats. And honestly, I'm not about to sit up here and build it up for 3 coats. I'll do a second coat later on. All right. So, next one up is Lotus. And this is Lotus. Yeah, I understand, Tony. Like I forgot who I told. And I said, I told somebody that if you have to do 3-4 coats of a polish, in essence, depends on your patience level, let me say that. But I kind of feel like if I have to do 3 or 4 coats, and I'm speaking just for me, if I have to do 3 or 4 coats of a polish, I feel like I wasted my money. I mean, I know I can make it work, but every polish, I want to say just about every polish I own with the exception of Evergreen now, and the exception of Key, is pretty much one coaters or two coaters. But I always do two coats because I feel like it just makes it look smooth, and I don't know, it's something about two coats of polish. It just, for whatever reason, it just works for me. So I feel like Lotus is gonna be, I think she's gonna be pretty good, but and it doesn't look super sheer as I pull the brush out of the bottle. I forgot to show that, but we're just gonna keep it moving. And this has like reflex of, it almost looks like an orange or a pink. Ooh, okay. This definitely is gonna need a second coat for sure, but it's not super sheer. Hi, is it Rocio? You never told me if I pronounced your name right. How are you? I hope you're well this Friday. And if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. And I'm sorry, Chaz, I forgot to say Merry Christmas to you if you celebrate Christmas. Welcome to the stream in the squad. We're just watching some Zoya. But I can't. You guys have to tell me if you can see. And I'm sorry if I'm saying guys. I'm always doing that. But can you see any of the reflex at all? Because I can barely see them. This is one of those polishes that have the reflex there, but they are really fine. Because even without even looking in the screen, I can't even really see. Not even to the naked eye. I know that they're there, but maybe they'll show up a little bit better on the second coat. Maybe. Hopefully. Alright, so next up is Wednesday. We all love Wednesday because that means we halfway through the week. And so much closer. Okay, so alright, Tony, so I know it's not just me. Thank you. Thank you, Rocio. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Okay, so let me show you guys before I get out into this, but this almost looks like it could be a one coat. But, of course, y'all know I'm doing two coats. We're not playing that game. Yeah, it's almost like it's more like a gray mint, like a muted mint to me. But, ooh, yes. Wednesday, you ain't never lied to me. Okay. Now, I will say this. If you guys notice, when I'm putting the polish down, it's a good bead of polish. I will say it's going to depend upon some polishes. Not this one, but some polishes depend upon how much you have on the brush. Yeah, like a seafoam green. Great. That's it. Now, this one, I can see a little bit of sheerness. I don't know if you can, but I can see a little bit of sheerness at the very tip, like right down here. But it could just be the way I applied it. I will give it the benefit of doubt with that, but I do believe this one would definitely need two coats. But again, if you're the person that likes to do maybe one coat of polish, maybe you do top coat, you want to get out the door, this one I think would be one that I could see doing that on. All right, so who's up next? All right, so I think this one is kind of in the favorites because I actually looked back at the bottle again, but this one is Indigo. And I think Indigo is like one of my new favorites. I don't know if the lighting... Oh, I think... Okay, now you can see when I actually unbox it, you really couldn't see the little holographic flakies in there. But when I looked back at the bottle, I could see a little bit of purple. Almost like... It looks almost like it's a duochrome. But I think it is just more of a midnight blue. Only thing I can see with this one is that it's not enough hollow for me. I need more hollow than that. Alright, so this one I feel like could definitely be... I stopped talking because I was like, let me look at this again before I say it could be... Oh, yeah, it could definitely be a one coat. Ooh. Yes, 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 yes. One coat life. Hashtag one coat life. My gracious. Wow. Okay, so when I first applied this one, I could see the hollow flakies, not flakies, but the hollow. It's really fine, and I will say very sparse holographic glitter. And I could see it within the polish when I first put the polish down, but I'm noticing as it's starting to dry, it's becoming a little bit harder to see. I don't know if this is translating well on camera, but for those of you who don't do base coats again and you run out the door, this is your polish right here. This is definitely your polish. Alright, so we got 2 more to go. The next one is Lola. Her name is Lola. I don't know the words. I know the words, but I don't remember the words. Sorry about the fingerprints on the bottle. And this one has a little bit of a shimmer to it, like that bluey purple kind of shimmer to it. It looks a little bit, it's leaning a little sheer when I pull the brush out the bottle, but then it looks almost like it could be just a little bit thicker too. I don't know. We're gonna see. Isn't it, Tony? It is gorgeous. So let's see if this one surprises me. So far, and I know some of you may have questions about like formulation, but I'm going to talk about that in a few. Okay, see, this one could have come off as a little bit more of a one coater. But no, it's not there yet. This is definitely a 2 coater. This is definitely a 2 coater. And I'm only saying that it's definitely a 2 coater because the way it applied, it kind of came off a little bit sheer. And I can still see, through the nail tip. If you guys notice, you can kind of sort of see it almost looks like a little white, almost like a little white streak. That's actually, it's not the brush, it's not my application. That's just, what do you want to say, like the sheerness of the polish? But it's really nice. It is really pretty. I don't see the shimmer yet, but I think what I'm going to do, if I have time tomorrow, because I have a Christmas party I have to go to and get ready for. If I have time tomorrow, I think what I'll do is I'll take a picture of them if the sun cooperates and put it on Instagram in the sun. That way I can give you like a more accurate color, because with the lighting that I have, they mimic sun, but it's nothing like the sun. It's just something about that sun. Okay. All right. So the next one and the last one is Serenity, which is a really pretty gray toned purple. I suck at naming polishes or describing polishes. Not naming them, but describing them. I'm not really good at. But, oh shoot. Okay. There was polish around the edge of the bottle. Ooh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to, I don't know if you guys can see that. And I don't know how that happened. Maybe, did I turn this one upside down in my last video? I don't remember. But this one looks like it could definitely be a 1 coater, but I'm gonna say 2. We're gonna go for 2. And if you missed it, I already did swatch Darcy, by the way. I already swatched this one. Actually, I had already done a coat of Darcy, and I just did the top, the second coat, which I'll show you an overview of everything once I start applying the second coat. Alright, so Serenity, I need you to act right. Oh, shoot. Come on. Wow. Okay. I can see a little bit of streakiness. Oh, okay. That's what it was. It was the brush. It was me and the brush. I mean, not the brush itself. Not bad at all. That's a nice purple. I do see a little bit of sheerness right down the middle once again, but I'm sorry. It would help if I was actually in frame. But it's not super, it's not too bad. Not too bad whatsoever. You guys, pardon me, because I'm like literally sliding out of my chair. I have to adjust myself while I be on the floor. Y'all know how like almost like in every one of my videos, something falls off my desk, I don't want to have y'all hear like a loud thump. I'll just tell you it'll be me. You know what? I can see that. Yeah, I can see the. Maybe it's just kind of like that. It's not like, you know, like how you typically see like lilacs and like those mint greens and those very vibrant pinks and those like the pastels. It's not like a super pastel purple, but I can get the Easter vibe from that. So let me show you guys real quick. So the top row, and I just messed up my swatch. Oh, Jesus, no. All right. The top row is all of the polishes, including, so this one is Darcy. This one is, I didn't memorize the names yet, August. This one is Evergreen. I know that one off the top of my head because it was the only neon that I had got. This one is Low. This one is Key. So that's the top row. And that's all of these four here are all just one swatch. But Darcy is 2 coats. Not one swatch. 1 coat. Darcy is 2 coats already. And the bottom row, if I can get it in frame here. Oh. Hopefully it's in frame. Okay. So it'll be a little bit sideways. So the bottom row is Serenity, which I just nicked. Serenity. And then you've got Lola. And then you have Indigo. And then you have Wednesday. And then, of course, you have Lotus. So that's the bottom row. So all of these except for Darcy, which is the yellow one. Again, Darcy is the only one that has 2 coats on it. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply the second coat to all of the polishes with the exception of Darcy. So let's go ahead and start off with August again. Now that it's dried down, I like the, oh yeah, that's that is nice. It's not sheer, but I can definitely see some streaks in it. Which one, Lola or Low? Because that's Low. And then Lola is the one that kind of has that like blue sort of shift to it. They all are pretty. And I will, when I do the second coat, I'll kind of talk about the formula a little bit. But they are very, very pretty. So I tried to choose an array of colors. You know, some kind of neutral, some kind of like out there. Because, you know, us nail babes, it's not a one size fit all. You know, all of us have different tastes. No streaking at all in the second coat. Yep, this is definitely a 2-coater for sure. I had to turn it around to see. I'm holding it up. I'm gonna hold it up to see if I applied the enough polish on it. Sometimes, like when I'm looking through the camera, I mean the phone. I keep saying, well, it's the camera phone, whatever. When I'm looking through the actual screen, it looks different. Oh, it's okay, Tony. It's okay if you misspell it. No, it's Lola, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, you know how to pronounce it. That's all that matters, okay? So, that's August. So, let's go ahead and we're going to go to Evergreen because we already know Evergreen, which again is that very bright neon. And this is the one that's definitely, if you decide to pick this up, if you see it, this is the one that's definitely going to need a base. As you can see, it's dried down. It's completely matte. I thought it was going to be a demi matte, but it's now completely dried down. And you can see way more of the nail tip now. So let's see if the second coat surprises me. I don't know what to think about this. I think on camera it's probably going to look like it's opaque enough, but it's not. And as it's starting to dry down, you can actually start to see where it's just lighting up, I guess, towards the edges of the nail tip and going in. Now I will give this benefit of doubt. I will say it could be the nail tip because I haven't tried it on my natural nails. I think there's a number of factors that probably are going into this, but I will say this. Evergreen has a really nice smooth formula. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It is too sheer. I will say that. Yes, ma'am. I would definitely do a wipe behind this if I was to use it. I don't even know why I said if I was to use it because we all know I'm using it. But that one's definitely going to need a white base underneath it. Or if you want to do 3 coats, you can. But I'm not about that 3 coat life. No, not at all. So let's move on to this pink. This is Low. And Low actually surprised me. I thought Low was going to be sheer, but Low was like, no, ma'am, I did not come tonight to play with you and your feelings. I'm going to show you that I am indeed at least a 2 coat. I would say if you have enough polish on the end of your brush, you probably can definitely do 1 coat. But like I said, I'm a 2 coat person. I don't like doing 1 coat. But formulation wise, and I may say the same thing about all these because what I've noticed is that the formula so far has been really, really good. It's very smooth. I know that there's been some things said about the formula for Zoya, and I think it's because they've now become 10 free. So of course, the formula is going to change, but it is, polish is a personal preference. And what I like, you don't have to like. And what you like, I don't have to like. But I'm one of those people, like, I'll give something a chance. But like I said, if I have to do 3, 4, 5 coats or something, that's just a waste of my money. I just refuse. I refuse to do that. So now let's move on to Key, which... Thank you, Rocio. It definitely nice. All right, so not Rocio. I'm sorry, Rocio. I'm looking at you and talking to you, and I'm trying to say Key. So Key is, I think out of this whole collection that I got, Key is the one that disappointed me the most, and I'm sad about that. But let's go ahead and put on the 2nd coat. This would definitely be one if you are an individual that cannot wear bright colors. You have to kind of stick with neutrals, nudes. If you were to put 1 coat of this on, you could definitely pull it off, and especially like if your job does not allow you to do that, or maybe you're in school and your school doesn't allow you to do that. It does do a pretty decent job on the 2nd coat, but you can still clearly see. You can clearly see through the nail tip, even with my hand behind it. It kind of helps, but it's just too sheer for me. It really is. I will say this, I have put white under duochromes before. I'm no stranger to doing that, and I will do it if I have to. All it does is it just brightens it up. There's really nothing wrong with the formula, but the opacity just is not there. So this is one, I hate to say this because Key is me, okay? Key is me. I hate to say it, but this is definitely one I would stay away from. It's a nice color in the bottle, but as far as it translating onto the nail, no. Great formula, but Key is a 3 coat or one that you would have to put another base under. I'm thinking like another base for this if you are not brave to do a white, which like I said, all I was going to do is brighten it up. But I think like a gunmetal would be nice under this one. There's another one I'm thinking of, but I can't think of the name of the polish right now. Even maybe if you want to do like a dark blue and maybe put this on top to kind of give it a nice like effect to the nail, I think that would still work too. All right, so let's move on to the 2nd round. We're going to start with Lotus, and Lotus is now dried down, and I kind of sort of see the shimmer now, but it's still not as strong as what it is in the bottle. And I've heard people say, like, when they buy, you know, shimmery polishes, they want to be able to, like, see the color. Not the color, but see the shimmer in its fullness. Like, they want to be able to see how it looks. How it looks in the bottle, that's how they want to see how it looks on the nail. So, ooh, that's pretty with 2 coats. Definitely really nice with 2 coats. I can see the shimmers a little bit better now for sure. It's really, really nice with 2 coats. I still cannot see. I can't see the shimmer through the camera lens, and I can't see. I can see it to the naked eye now, but I'm gonna have to wait for that one to dry down to see if I could see the shimmer a little bit more. Maybe it'll pop through a little bit more, but maybe with top coat it probably will pop through. So now let's move on to Wednesday. Thanks to Tony, it's that nice seafoam green. I don't know why I want to say robin's egg, but I think robin's egg is more blue based. Oops, I didn't put enough on my brush. This one, I think you can definitely get away with 1 coat, but I think 2 makes it even better. Now, this formula is a little bit thicker than, I want to say, like, after I've done several swatches, I'm noticing that this formula is just a smidge thicker. It's still smooth, but I will say be careful if you get this one. Be careful how much you put on the brush, because this is one of those polishes that can lean either way. It could be too much on the brush, or it can be not enough on the brush, if that makes any sense. But it's a nice formula. But over time, I'm going to be keeping my eye on Wednesday, because I feel like Wednesday might thicken up on me. Kind of like that sedge color did me. So I'm loving that green though. I'm really loving it. But I'm drawn to that pink for some reason. I'm drawn to actually both of the pinks. So let's go move on to Indigo. Now, I still don't see. Oh, okay. I don't see the holographicness, but now I'm seeing some silver shimmer to it. And it feels like there's some texture. I feel texture. But this is not a textured polish, but I do feel some texture to the polish. And I don't know where the holographic went. It's like magic in a bottle. Holographic here, holographic gone. It's definitely there when you put the polish down, but definitely not there after it dries. At least not with the first coat. I will tell you this, you do not need a second coat. This is a very pigmented polish. The formula is nice. Again, it's very smooth. Like I said, you probably will hear me say the same thing over and over again. Formula is nice. Formula is smooth. Opacity is perfect. Again, you don't need 2 coats with this one. This is definitely one I would say, if you don't mind the fact that the holographicness of the polish is not really popping through, then this is one that you can definitely check out, especially if you like 1 coat polishes. This is a nice one to actually pick up. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but it does feel like, again, that the polish is kind of like Wednesday. It feels like it's a little thicker on the second coat. The first coat didn't seem too thick. It seemed actually perfect, but it just seems like it's a little thicker on that second coat, and I just don't know why, but maybe it's because I had the polish. Y'all heard that, the polish. Maybe it's because I had the polished top open. That could be it too. But let's go ahead and move on to Lola. I'm interested to see if Lola will give me that blue that I'm looking for, like that blue purpliness that I see in the bottle. And maybe tomorrow, like I said, if I have time, I would try to post some pictures in the sunlight if the sun actually comes out to where I can get some good pictures. Maybe I can see it better in the sunlight. Yeah, Indigo is nice, Rochelle. It is very nice. I don't see that shift. I don't see that blue. And I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you can see in the bottle or not, like maybe at the top of the bottle, you can start to see a little bit of the blue. It might be hard because I've pretty much fingerprinted the bottle up, but I can't see any of that on the swatch though. I don't see any of that on the swatch. I don't see any of that blue shift. Either way though, it's still a very smooth, very nice formula. Yeah, like the hint of purple, that bluey purpleness. I don't see it at all. I don't know where it's at. And then the last one is Serenity. And I did NYX Serenity, so that's my mistake right there at the tip of the nail tip. I accidentally nicked it. Yeah, in the bottle. Yeah. In you talking about Lola? Tony, like you mean like the hints of purple in the bottle, not on the swatch? I will make sure I'm understanding what I'm reading. By the way, if you ever chat with me and I misunderstand, I will try to clarify, because y'all know sometimes when you're typing words and things can get misconstrued, and it's not on purpose, but okay. We're on the same page. Gotcha. This one, I'm seeing some things here. It does look a little streaky now. Now this one doesn't feel thick like the other ones did when I did the second coat. Ooh, yes. This formula though. Now this one is very smooth. Serenity is very smooth, even with the second coat. Even though there was polish around the top of the bottle, it is very smooth. You know what I'm going to do? Indigo is going to get a facelift in a few minutes. But let me show you once again the overall view of all of the polishes on the little nail swatches. So that's everybody. And again, I'm going to list them in the order that I did them in. So even though I said it in the video. Yeah. Now, Zoya, if y'all watching, which it'd be nice if I didn't like nick the swatch while I did that. But if anybody from Zoya is watching, let's talk about Indigo for a minute. Now, Indigo in the bottle, beautiful. Very, very beautiful in the bottle. Nice. I love that it is pigmented. I love that it is literally a one coat polish. But what I do not love is the fact that I don't see no holographics, shimmer, glitter, nothing. I don't see any of that as it dries. So, Zoya, I need y'all to add a little bit more holographicness to that polish. So what we're going to do, we're going to go on in with oldie but goodie. We're going in with fairy dust. And let me show you how it should look. Zoya, this is how this polish should look. I'm not saying you have to put this much hollow in it, but if you notice now, Indigo doesn't even look the same. Indigo doesn't even look. Hopefully y'all can see that. Now that's how it should look if it had the right amount of hollow. Thank you, Tony. Agreed. We gonna virtually touch and agree on that. Zoya, if any of your representatives ever come across my video, please fix that. I'm not a stickler for that, you know, to be like the holographicness to be fixed in the nail polish bottle. But I do understand what a lot of ladies and gentlemen are saying when they buy a polish and it looks one way in the bottle and then they put it on the nail and it's totally different. If I'm going to pay $10, even though that's not what these were, but for those who did not catch the sale, if you buy Zoya and you're not going to Ulta, Sephora, and you have some sort of coupon that you can use, it's $10. If I'm going to pay $10 for a bottle of polish, it needs to come off the way it should. Just saying. No shade. Y'all, you know, y'all can feel free to correct me if I am wrong. feel free to tell me how you feel in the comment section below, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to hear your opinions and your thoughts. All I'm saying is that, here, let me go even further. Let's take this thing all the way. If I'm gonna go here, let me just take it all the way real quick. Hold on. Let me get in my drawer here. Let's have a little quick real talk, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. All right, so if I'm going to pay, ooh, bump these swatches. Let me just go ahead and slide them to the side because we don't need those anymore. We talking about Indigo right now. If I'm going to pay you $10 for, if I'm gonna pay you $10 for this, if I'm gonna pay you $10 for this, it should look like this. Bye, Tony. Have a good night. Have a Merry Christmas. You and your family and your nephew. But if I'm gonna pay you $10, it needs to look like this. It needs to come out the bottle stepping with the holographic. And like I said, this is gonna be my last little mini little rant about it. But if we're gonna come out with a polish that has holographicness in it, it needs to have exactly, it needs to look like the bottle. Let's just call it what it is. It needs to look like the bottle. So let's talk about one that when you put it on your nails, it does look exactly like the bottle. Let's talk about Super Chic, and then I know some people say Super Chic. Super Chic Lacquers Lucid La La Land. Straight out the bottle. If you can get your hands on this one, it's not as dark as Indigo. But when I tell you guys, this one coat. Matter of fact, every polish I have so far by Super Chic, one coat. When it comes out the bottle, even though it's a different type of holographic, it is more of a linear, I believe, holographic. It looks exactly like it's supposed to look on the nails as it does in the bottle. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm done going on and on and on about Indigo. That was my little mini rant. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys and gals for showing up for this quick swatch. Well, not even quick, but while you're here or after I've no longer been live, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I will greatly appreciate it. It does help my channel grow. And if you have any thoughts on anything I said in the video, definitely go ahead and leave them down in that comment section because I like responding to comments. I don't mind at all. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining me for Nails at Night. I will see you back again next week. I should be back again next Friday at 7 p.m. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I'll come up with something. So you have a great night, great evening, great morning, wherever you are in the world, whenever you're watching this video. And Merry Christmas to all who celebrate Christmas. Bye.